Okay, well, welcome back to Henderson Settlement. We're here out on campus today, and we're just getting around a little bit. We hope the video is good enough and stays connected so that we don't drop out any. But if it does, you kind of just stick with us. We'll be back and forth then. But we're out here today on the I guess what we'd call the back deck of one of the newest structures we have here to Settlement. One of the two cottages. We call this the Brandon Cottage. And they're really, really nice little houses, and they have two levels to them. There's independent, separate levels. The upper level is a more full cottage type of structure, and the lower level is a little bit smaller. We had to do some things for the HVAC and things like that, but still nice places. So we're going to give you a bit more information, a quick tour, and the vista from here and all that. It's just gorgeous, so we'll show you that. But before we do, just want to update you. We've got one group on campus this week, a group from First United Methodist Church in Howell, Michigan, and really good folks. I think there's 14 of them.
That's right.
Yep. Really, really great folks, and we appreciate them here. They're doing some community work and pretty much wrap most of that up. And some of the ladies now are in the thrift store doing some stuff, and I think the guys are going to come back and do some potential repair in one of those sections of the thrift store where we've had a leak. So a lot of things going on. We've got some individual volunteers on campus. We've got Bill and Laura Roy, who I think you all might have been on maybe the very first big show. So that was last year. I think, man, time has flew by.
Yes.
Ooh. So we're going to bring Bill on and talk to him a little bit more here in just a minute. But we've got a lady named Beth Tosco here helping us out, doing some things for Frankie and the community outreach area. Then we've got another couple, the Slishers. I always have a little trouble remembering
It's
that.
Claude and Connie.
Claude and Connie Slishers, and they are wonderful folks. They come down at least a couple times a year and do a number of things, and they are building a little structure this week and maybe doing some other things next week, but they're just really good folks. So those are the folks that are currently...
And Al.
And Al. About forgot Al. Big Al. And Al Thorson's been here for going on a month, and he's been helping us out in the workshop, just does tremendous work. So
Bob and Carol just left.
Bob and Carol Peel just left. We had a little post about them on our Facebook page, so hopefully you're following us on there, and we get like daily information update on stuff like that. We missing anyone else?
That's it.
Man, good thing I got you and Casey here to help me out.
Yeah.
Casey's back in the house finally. We kind of been flipping weeks where we couldn't do a show together. Casey would be out, and I'd be out, and then I'd be out, and Casey'd be out. So
How did the ratings go during that time?
They seem
Well,
to
never
be.
mind. I'm sorry.
That's
They were up for me.
That's inside information.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of information we want to share.
I
So,
understand.
but we appreciate you joining us. So right now, again, this is Bill Roy, and he and his wife Laura come up from Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they come up in the end of May, usually every year. They stay till sometime in October. I think you're leaving around the middle of October. A couple weeks here this year, and they are what we call work camp hosts. And they do a lot of different things, and primarily they greet the work teams that come in, and they're around a lot when they are having meals or in the facilities where they're staying or programming, and it's really great to have those folks available to volunteers, work teams, folks come through, because especially if they're new, oftentimes they have questions that pop up that are outside of an orientation or when the staff might normally be here. So they're available to answer those questions. They have a long relationship with us, so they typically can handle just about anything that comes up, and if they don't, then they know the appropriate people to get to. So we kind of went over Bill and Laura's history of being with us last year, but one of the things they're going to start both of them doing kind of as a test run here in the next few weeks that they're here for work camp is going into next year. We're going to try to step up a little bit of our communication. Would you call it?
Direct communication, so that with one-on-one conversations from here to some of the folks in the church, some of the leadership in the local church.
Yeah. Before arrival, communication primarily coming out of the work camp office, since my secretary, almost called her Laura, Jessica, is back. She's back from maternity leave, had that beautiful baby, and had her here for a visit yesterday.
You need the baby on the big show.
I know it. I thought she's bringing her today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and she just wimped out on us. But so she'll be back in the office regular, so we won't be so pressed for staffing to do that. So we're going to be sending out some advanced information. So I'll bring Jessica on pretty soon, and we'll talk more about that. But the after visit, It's kind of where you and Laura are going to come in. And you're starting that next week.
Right, this week. I mean, this week goes home.
Yeah.
And sometime after that, it'll give the leadership there a call.
Yeah.
And just talk in general about how it went, what they're planning to do when they get back, what their plans are for the next year, and those kind of things. Just see what we can find out.
Yeah.
So we don't often know what all is going on within the dynamics of a group.
Right.
And I think this will give us a good communication to begin to learn what's going on.
Yeah. And it's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it, you know, we used to do this thing years ago of like a week evaluation. You know, they would have all these questions and they would answer it. And we kind of stopped doing that because one of the things we found was that many people just
won't do it.
Wouldn't fill them out. You know, and we would find more. If we had 10 groups that week, for example, you know, we'd find 6 or 7 in the garbage can. But after they'd left, just talking, they didn't care about it.
I think that the day of doing that is over. I think not many people want to do that much
anymore. So we're hoping that what you folks will do, call them and just kind of have a quick 5-minute conversation, and just discuss with them. You know, hey.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
I think that'd be really good. You know, and I think some people on that end will appreciate that. But that's going to help us too. You know, we're looking for input. You know, and some of those things that maybe somebody has that's happened is going to be positive reinforcement. Some of that will be perhaps things that they feel maybe we could try to do differently or something, and if that certainly is within our power to do and for the better of everybody, we're happy to try to do.
And I'm looking forward to learning what are people doing when they get home.
Yeah.
You know, so much of what we emphasize is the effect we have in the community. I'm really, I guess, have to admit, I'm interested in what it does to us as volunteers. I'm interested in how each of us and the staff grows through some of these experiences. So finding out what they do at home, how they interpret what's here, what they're doing planning for the future, how it impacts them at home, and just as a group, not just individuals.
Yeah, see, and I think that's important. You know, it's a whole experience. It's not just a week, and
exactly.
You know, we see them for a week, and unfortunately, we're kind of in that mode as far as the work camp staff of.
We're dealing with water.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so you've got this week going on, and you're kind of tidying up from the previous week, and you're preparing for the upcoming week. So you know, we got that week, and it's not that they're forgotten. Yeah. It's just you know, that ability to make that follow-up contact that we really we think could be helpful.
I think to remind people at home that you know, they come here. They make a difference in the community. They go home. I know as I was a volunteer, would go home, and for the first week, I would think about it every day. I'd remember what we did. The second week, maybe every other day.
Yeah.
Third week, maybe once during the week. Yeah. And I'd just kind of think about it off and on.
Yeah.
But for the person who's impacted here, it's an everyday change of quality of life. And to me, that is just so inspiring to see that happen. So I'm interested in finding out how people interpret this when they get home.
Yeah, I just think that's going to be a real positive thing. So if you're one of the group leaders that are out there, and if you come back in the summer, the spring, or maybe even last week, don't be looking for that call this year. Just we're kind of testing it. Starting with this week, we've only got one group, so this is a great.
But something occurs to me. If there's somebody that would like to have some input from this year,
sure,
they could contact you. You could give me that information. I could call them.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really great point. So if you've got that kind of input, but and then I can put you in touch with Bill, because Bill and Laura are going to kind of, you know, take all that, you know, they'll take notes and make points and that type of thing, and then we will sit down and discuss them and see what is good, you know, whether it's good or bad. You know,
might even learn something.
Well,
okay.
Most people will. On my end, who knows? You know, it just depends on whether it's about a ball game or something.
Oh, so right. Yeah. What ball? Never mind.
But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited about that. I think that is a good thing. And you know, the one thing that we really want to get across to you folks is that, you know, we're not just satisfied, I guess is a good way to put it, with status quo. You know, we're really, whether it appears that way or not, we're looking for ways to better improve the work camp and visitor experience. And you know, we take that seriously, and we know that you, as we often try to say, are important to us, and we care about what you think. Now, you know, with that thought is, you know, we have to look at the whole, you know, 3,000 people, for example, rather than a few. But you know, we can also focus on the one or the few in certain instances. So you know, if it's a individual volunteer, a volunteer couple, there's things that we can do that maybe isn't as possible when you've got a group of 150 or so.
Yes, sir.
So there's those type things. So you're depending on what status you might fall in, any of those things are helpful is what I'm getting at. So just know that, if you say something, whether it's a positive or creative, or constructive criticism, we're open to that. We're happy to do that. We feel like we run a pretty good program. I know we try hard.
Obviously, there's a lot of people keep coming.
But, again, we want to try and make it as good an experience as possible.
Great.
Yeah. And we really appreciate you and Laura being open to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun, I think. Looking forward to it.
So, now, just as a quick recap, just for folks who maybe haven't been here before, been catching when we first started, because I guess it's kind of new then, people didn't know that much about it. So you and Laura have been coming for how long now?
I don't remember when we first started coming, just as volunteers on the week type program, mostly from the Fort Myers, Florida area.
Yeah.
But we started 8 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
You put out a notice and said, I forget what year that was, but probably, well, anyway, 9 years ago, you put out a notice saying you want to work camp. So we put in our application, wrote a letter anyway to Jerry. Didn't hear anything. Did I say we didn't hear anything?
I didn't get the letter.
In January, I called and I said, Jerry, have you decided on who you want for the work camp? He said, yeah, we have. You're it.
Yeah.
I said, you didn't get another letter, did you? So we're hit by default, friends. If anybody would like to talk to us about this job, we would love to have you join us on this.
Well, see, now you're making it sound like it's a bad job.
No, I said join us. I didn't say take our place.
Oh, good.
I'm not
good.
looking for a replacement.
No, don't be cutting yourself out now.
But it's hard not to come. It really is. I mean, it's not many people can just take off 6 months like that and do it. It doesn't have to be 6 months. You can come for a month or whatever. And we can do it together if you want to.
Sure.
But I'm going to put a plug in for recruiting anybody who's interested in having this blessing. And it is a great blessing to be here. You just can't imagine you get such a great relationship with the staff, with a lot of the local community, make friends here, get to go out to do some cultural things too on some of the Saturdays and such when we don't have anybody here. So we always look forward to this. And the rest of the 6 months is almost like we're preparing to come here. It just makes a nice cycle in our life, and so if you're interested in that, we can talk about that in more detail too.
Yeah. Now, would you be considered a snowbird?
De facto, living in Florida. We're doing the snowbird route by coming up here in the summer and being back there in Southwest Florida in the winter.
So you kind of almost be like a sunbird.
Sunbird.
It's a summer sunburn.
A sunbird? Sunbird?
Not a sunburn. Well, that works too. Be a sunburn.
Yeah, having family and so forth in Southwest Florida, we know that's our permanent home down there. And so most of us who are not normally snowbirds, sort of, we're talking about, that's those snowbirds, and now I am one.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Well, I like it like that. You get to come up, and you stay when it starts, first frost comes, Bill and Laura.
Oh.
Check it out.
One year we were going to leave about 10 o'clock, and about 9:45 a snowflake fell. Boy, we were motivated. We were out of here and heading home. We live in a 30-foot trailer, and so we're pulling that through the mountains here. And those of you who've driven up here, you know what that could be like. So, but we were motivated, and we're gone.
I got
to tell you one story that's so funny. Some of you remember the big Pyrenees dogs we had up here. Big, beautiful, beautiful dogs. And I spent a lot of time brushing them. So, I mean, they suffered so much from the heat with that long hair. And I'd have big piles of fur. So the day before we were going to leave, I really brushed the heck out of them. I mean, I had a massive amount of fur. And as we were pulling away, I heard one of the staff say on the radio, "Hey, y'all, something ate the dog." So,
ain't nothing but fur left right there. That big pile of fur ate the bones, everything. Must have been a redneck bear or something.
So it's some great experiences up here. Maybe we can talk about those sometime.
That's good. I like that. That's a good story. Yeah. Well, Bill, we appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, sir.
Always appreciate you and Laura being here.
Can I go home? Oh, no.
No, don't go home. You can go somewhere else.
Somewhere else, so I'll do that.
Well, I mean on campus.
On campus.
Yeah, not anywhere else. We don't want you going anywhere else.
All right, it's not snowing yet.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
not snowing. All right,
Thanks.
Casey, come in here. We got some stuff to do.
We do. We need to tell people about what's coming up here.
Coming up here. So, coming up here, man, it's bearing down on us.
It is.
Quickly approaching. And that would be the not a youth retreat. That's not.
Well, we're calling it a youth pastors retreat.
That's what it is. Youth pastors.
But anybody that's going to lead a mission trip and wants to come down here and check us out and see what it's all about before they bring a team, that'll all be good. I mean, you know, some people are afraid to come down here because they're not sure, you know, they'll survive the hills of Kentucky. You trying to read the thing?
Yeah. So Judy Alexander Wilson making a comment there about new way of looking at groups. We appreciate that. Vicky Williams. Hello, Jerry and Bill. Well, Bill's done gone. And don't you make fun of the way I say Bill there, Vicky Williams. You just keep that to yourself, you
Before I came over here, I saw Erica.
Northerner.
Erica Rife said hello.
Oh, Erica. Hi, Erica.
And there was another one, but my phone.
Yeah, Chris and Erica was here last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, great folks. And
yep,
had to leave maybe a little early one day, but they came in and brought a lot of rain with them.
They did.
So we were talking about the youth pastors.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that was something.
Was there anybody else before Judy there, other than Erica?
I think there was, but I can't remember now. And I don't think we want to scroll.
I don't know if we can scroll down.
It's liable to fall. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, there's Lois. Hi from LaPorte. Hey, Lois from LaPorte. Good to see you there. Yeah. And I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm sorry, I can't see that. Let's see, once again, LaPorte, Indiana. Yeah, we got you there, Lois. Yeah, hello from North Webster. Judy again. Erica, good. Hello. Beautiful. Yeah, good to have you folks on there. Oh, I might have scrolled it up in case somebody else says something.
Careful.
Look at that. Woo!
Ooh,
bigger than life. Man. All right, so we're talking about this youth pastor retreat coming up on November the 3rd. First,
second, and third. You want to come on the 1st, which is a Thursday.
Yeah.
And you come, late afternoon, get here, get set up and stuff. We're going to have supper at 5.
Yes, we are.
And then it starts the programming. Now, I didn't bring the list of programming and stuff, so I don't want to misquote.
We'll touch on that as we get closer.
Yeah. But there's, some speakers. You're going to learn about the settlement, and we're going to offer, tours if you want, or those sort of things, and learn about work camp.
Right.
We've got somebody going to play some music for us, and we got a speaker, motivational speaker, So it is a retreat for whoever comes. They're going to get a little stuff like that. And then there's going to be time for them just to, kick around the campus and sit back, sit on the back deck back there and watch the world go by.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be nice weather for that.
Yeah.
So that's going on. So, if you are interested or somebody might be interested, we still got plenty of room to schedule folks in.
Yep.
So, if you're interested in that, just give us a shout and we'll be happy.
And you'll be out of here Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And
breakfast on Saturday morning, cooked breakfast. If you've been here before and you say, well, it's just a box breakfast, wrong.
Nope.
Not this Saturday.
Nope.
No, it's a full cooked breakfast.
Yep.
You'll be in good shape. No cost. Zero.
Yep, just your travel to get here.
No cost for meals, no cost for programming, no cost for housing.
Nope.
You just come to us, we'll take care of you.
And that way they can get back in time if they have to show up on Sunday morning to do a little bit of work.
Service or something like that.
Yep, so you get it all squeezed in there. And
if you're not too far away, you can get home before the ball games start on Saturday.
There you go.
Big. Really big.
We're thinking. We're trying to think this out for you.
We're trying to help you folks out there. You help us out, we're going to help you out.
Yeah, get you in here and stuff. So
anything else major going on we want to talk about?
Not that I can think of right now.
You still got any mums in the green?
I do have a few mums left, yes.
Yeah,
so
okay, and I think there might be a markdown on those. Is that the case, or is there still $7?
No, well, the youth were selling them for $7.
Oh, okay. So
because they're trying to raise money to go on their trip.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I was selling them for $6.
I got you.
I don't really want to compete with them, but
Yeah.
But we have some left, so we need to get rid of those because the heat gets to them when it's turned a little warm again, and they're not used to that.
Something just bit me. I bet it'll die.
It wasn't me.
It just fell off when it bit me.
Good thing I was on camera.
I noticed when I was talking to Bill there. I know it's not really great. To be moving while you're doing your show or on camera or whatever the case is, but I just want you to understand, where you're at. I'm sitting in this rocking chair.
Oh, yes.
And rednecks, if they ain't rocking, if they're in a
rolling.
rocking chair, they wish they were rocking. So just we're rocking and rolling.
Yes, because we're out here.
Gotta be moving.
Because we want to show you some of the housing.
We want to show you that. I think that's a nice segue.
Because
I think let's just begin that.
We'll begin there. We're going to start right here off this back deck. Jerry's going to come up close and personal and pick up the.
So as we mentioned, we've got these 2 cottages. Each one of them has 2 levels, upper level and the lower level. This upper level has a really nice deck. The bottom level does too, but obviously being a little higher, you get a better look. So we're going to kind of show you the area here. So I'm gonna pick this up and we're going to find here. Let's see, where can I turn this around? Oh, right there we go. Right there.
And then you got to drop the flap.
Oh. Help me out here, Casey. We've gone dark. Dark.
Yeah, just a minute here. How do we got that folded up? There we go.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Woohoo! Look at that, people. Look at this.
Oh.
Rotate your device. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll come back. Go back up here. So here we are. We're standing on the deck right now, and we're going to look out across the mountain. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful day here in Frakes, Kentucky. It's around 80 degrees, maybe 78, something like that. And just gorgeous. This is what you see when you sit out on the porch. This is the one we call the Brandon house. You're looking now at what we call the Sower house. It's fully handicap accessible, and then you can kind of see the lower level a little bit down there. But again, you can kind of see the vista out through there. That is just a beautiful, beautiful view. Kind of go over through here, and then we come back around this way and we get to see a little bit of campus. We get to see kind of down where the auto shop is, and some of the greenhouses you can see in the distance out there. And then look at that. Wow, range. The mountain range back through there and those clouds, that is just absolutely gorgeous. You get to see some of that. And as I walk across the porch here, get over here, you can see the brick house. And if you're all the way here to the corner, if you come all the way out to the corner, again, you get that beautiful mountain view. I just love that view. And then you kind of turn, and you can see you can drive right into the lower level.
Depends on which way you set your chair, what view you got.
Then you got the work camp shop over there, and you can drive in right to the front over there. So then we're going to take you on into the inside. Casey, would you like to do a tour of the inside?
No, I'll let you do it. I'll get the doors open. And
oh, Christine, yes, you love that view. Very good. So we're going on the inside. This is coming in from the porch. So this is, again, the Brandon cottage. You can see the inside here. They're really nice. It's got its own little kitchen. Little small living room, table, really, really nice. And of course, you go out the front door. Full-size fridge, and this range and some cabinets. It's really, really nice. Air conditioned. All right. Yep. And then we get to go into the bedroom here. And this is nice because you can. This is when it's two single beds actually that are strapped together, and they can be changed to two single beds. But most of the time, we keep them as a king bed like this. But if you had two folks maybe that needed two separate beds, we can do that. We can separate those and make it into two singles, and then it's good. And then you got this, and then we go over here, and we got a little internet connected TV, no cable or satellite, but we got an internet connected TV in here that you can do with that. And then we go over here, and then we got
didn't turn the one light on. Let me go turn the other light on.
Casey. Oh, we see us in the mirror, Casey.
Yeah.
We're in the mirror. You see us in the background. Hello. Woo, woo, woo. So there we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. So and then we've got a nice little bathroom, and this is this tub is semi-handicap accessible. It's kind of a lower level, low rise, what they call a low rise tub, and so that's and then the Sower house is actually fully handicapped. So it's just got the lip at the bottom. So just a really, really nice. And these you can. Request these and pay a little extra if you're a work camper and stay in them if they're available, or if sometimes long-term volunteers like the Peels stayed in one of these last week. And we kind of see we go out on the deck here. Got a focus again for us there. It seems like it's having trouble focusing a little bit. There we go. Yeah, or if you're just coming for a visit to the area, would like to rent one of these for a few nights or something, then we can rent those out at a cost too. So then we go out on the front little deck here. You can see right there we are, the work camp and maintenance building. Kind of see the little drive in between these two houses. Takes you right over to the Sower house. And then over there's the Zuki house. Bill and Laura stay in the lower level of that. And then again, takes us right across the front of campus. So that's just a quick view of the what we call the cottages. So that's a great opportunity for folks. So if you're interested in any of that, you can contact us, and we can give you the pricing on that. If you're a work camper, if you're just a guest in the area that would like to visit, do that, and we can look at our calendar and potentially set you up.
Yeah, they're very nice. I got to stay in them a couple years ago, and it's like the Taj Mahal. Yeah, I've paid more for a hotel room that wasn't as nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, seriously, this is very nice.
Yeah. Okay, folks, God bless you.